What's the most shocking thing you saw at an engagement party? My fiancée, Clara, was perfect. My family adored her, especially my grandmother, Nana. But our engagement party was also the end of us, and that was the plan. I just didn't know it was mine. It started subtly. Nana, who was sharp as a tack, began forgetting things, specifically about her money. She'd mention a charity donation she didn't remember making, or a stock investment Clara had helped her with. Clara would just smile sweetly and say Nana was getting a little forgetful. I believed her. Everyone did. The stakes were simple, Nana's life savings. She wasn't rich, but she had enough to live comfortably, and I couldn't bear the thought of her losing it. The situation felt slightly off, like a song played in the wrong key. The red flags started piling up. Clara got defensive when I asked to see the investment statements. She'd say I was questioning her integrity. Then Nana's prized pearl necklace, a family heirloom, went missing. Clara suggested Nana probably misplaced it. I started to feel a knot of dread in my stomach. I knew I had to find proof. I couldn't just accuse her. My earned discovery wasn't from a dropped receipt or an unlocked phone. It was a trap. I told Clara I was worried about Nana's memory and wanted to set up a new joint account for her expenses, one that I would manage. I said I needed all her recent bank statements to get a baseline of her spending. Clara, ever the helpful fiancé, agreed, probably thinking she could edit the documents. She sent me a folder of PDFs, all looking perfectly normal. But she underestimated me. I didn't look at the numbers. I looked at the hidden digital fingerprint on the files. The metadata showed they were created and modified in Photoshop just hours before she sent them. The villain's flaw was her arrogance. She thought I was too blinded by love to look closely. I felt a quiet, cold fury settle in my chest. I didn't confront her. Instead, I called the bank, pretending to be Nana's assistant, and got the real, unaltered statements. The truth was a string of wire transfers to an offshore account. She'd been bleeding my grandmother dry for months. The night of our engagement party, in front of our 50 closest friends and family, I stood up to give a toast. I raised my glass. To Clara, I said, my voice steady, a woman who taught me the true value of family. Then I looked directly at her. And to Nana's pearl necklace, which I see you're wearing tonight. A gasp went through the room. Clara's hand flew to her throat where the pearls gleamed. And to this, I said, clicking a remote. The projector screen behind us lit up, not with a slideshow of our happy moments, but with a side-by-side comparison of her forged bank statements and the real ones, the offshore transfers highlighted in red. Clara's face crumpled. My father lunged forward, grabbing my arm, screaming, "What have you done?" as her mother fainted into a tray of appetizers. I just stood there as the perfect illusion shattered around us. Her father now sends me a check every month for $5,000, with repayment written in the memo line.